At my wife's funeral, I received a text from an unknown number that made my blood freeze. I'm still alive. That's not me in the coffin. What happened next destroyed everything I believed about my own family and revealed a truth so dark it changed me forever. My name is Luis. I'm 68 years old, and this story will haunt you. Picture this. You're standing at your beloved wife's grave, tears streaming down your face, when suddenly your phone buzzes. The message that appears makes your hands shake uncontrollably. "Who is this?" I typed back with trembling fingers. The response shattered my world. "I can't say. They're watching. Don't trust our sons." I looked up at Carlos and Roberto, my own flesh and blood, standing beside Helena's coffin. Their tears seemed fake. Their hugs felt cold as ice. For 45 years, Helena had been my everything. We met in a small Brazilian town, both poor but deeply in love. I fixed bicycles. She was a seamstress. We built our life with our bare hands, raising 2 sons we thought would be our pride and joy. But as they grew older, something changed. Success brought them money, and money brought them shame of their humble parents. That's when the mysterious messages started revealing the horrifying truth. Over. The unknown number kept texting me clues. Check the bank account. See who moved the money. What I discovered at the bank made my legs give out. In the last 3 months, someone had withdrawn $15,000 from our savings. The signature looked like Helena's, but something was wrong. Too shaky, too uncertain. "She came with one of your sons," the bank manager told me. Carlos said she needed help reading the documents without her glasses. But Helena never took off her glasses during the day. She could see perfectly fine. Then came the insurance revelation that made me sick to my stomach. Helena's life insurance had been mysteriously increased from $10,000 to $100,000 just 6 months before her death. Plus a new accident policy worth $150,000, a fortune that would solve all my son's financial problems. But the worst was yet to come. The mysterious messenger led me to discover Helena had hired a private investigator before she died. She knew something was wrong. Stephen Callahan had recorded everything. When I met Stephen at that small cafe, he played recordings that destroyed my soul. Helena's voice. "Stephen, if something happens to me, it won't be an accident. Carlos and Roberto are pressuring me about life insurance." And came my son's voice, cold as death. "We can't wait anymore. I already have the methanol. It works perfectly because the symptoms look like a heart attack." My own children had poisoned their mother with methanol mixed in her morning coffee, making it look like natural causes. But it gets worse. They were planning to kill me too, make it look like suicide from grief. That night, we went to the police with all the evidence. The next morning, as my sons called asking me to come over, probably to execute their final plan, police cars surrounded their houses instead. The exhumation confirmed it. Lethal levels of methanol in Helena's system. My wife had been murdered by the babies she had nursed, the children she had sacrificed everything for. At the trial, when those recordings played in that packed courtroom, even strangers were crying. The judge sentenced them to life in prison. 5 years later, Carlos took his own life in prison. Roberto died of liver failure, consumed by guilt. But here's the aha moment that changed everything for me. Helena's death wasn't in vain. With the insurance money they killed her for, I created the Helena Pereira Foundation for family crime victims. We've helped over 400 families find justice when their own relatives betrayed them. The woman who loved me for 45 years had hired that investigator not just to expose the truth, but to protect me even after death. Her final act of love became hope for hundreds of other families. I learned that real family isn't about shared blood, it's about shared values, and sometimes the hardest thing you'll ever do is also the right thing to do. Truth always finds a way. Love transcends even death and betrayal. If this story moved you, hit that like button. it helps other families who might be facing similar situations find this message. And tell me in the comments, have you ever had to make an impossible choice between family loyalty and doing what's right? Subscribe if you want more real stories that prove truth is stranger than fiction. Remember, your gut instinct is usually right. Trust it.